What is up, guys? Welcome to another Superfruit Saturday. As always, if you enjoy the kind of content I'm putting out, feel free to like, comment, subscribe down below, share with your friends, all that good stuff. But I recently reacted to Todrikal's Pentatondrix, and then Superfruit reacting to that, and it was hilarious. And a bunch of you down in the comments told me that they have got this like pet peeves video. Actually, I think there's 2 videos, vlog with Todrick. And I don't think I've ever really seen Todrick not like performing. So it'll be kind of cool to see like his personality and how he interacts with Scott and Mitch. Plus, if you all say it's good, then it has to be. At least that's how I see things at this point. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're having a great Superfruit Saturday, and let's go ahead and get into it.
Hey everyone! Welcome to episode 3 of Superfruit, the best show that the internet has ever seen.
You're right, that's correct.
Since ever. So you're probably wondering why we're sitting so far apart.
And it's not because we're not best friends anymore. We still are.
You're probably wondering why we're sitting so far apart.
Tell me why.
Well, because we have a special guest today. American Idol alum, YouTube sensation, Todrikal.
Woo! Come on! Yeah! That was a great entrance.
That was a good
Thank you. Let me act normal.
Alright.
Todrikal.
Woo!
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad to be here.
We're glad to have you. So basically, we brought you on the show because this week we wanted to talk about our biggest pet peeves, and I've noticed that you have a lot of pet peeves.
Sorry about it.
So I was thinking that we could each take turns.
Well, I'd like to start off with the fact that,
Okay.
one of my biggest pet peeves is that I don't have a mug. There's no mug, and I'm just over here dehydrated. What is this?
It's Cookie Monster and water. A little bit of vodka.
Okay, so we're gonna name off our pet peeves one at a time.
And we have a billion.
And it's gonna be a 100-minute video because
We'll
we
be
have a
here
lot
all
of pet
day.
peeves.
Pet peeves, the musical coming to a theater near you.
Todrick should start since he's the guest of honor.
I have so many, so let me hit you real quick with a 1-2 boom boom boom. I know this is really like minor to most people, but when I pay in cash, which is hardly ever anymore, but when someone gives you cash and then they put the change on top of it, so then you can't move along with your day. You have to sit there and separate all the coins.
No, I know
you
what you
cannot do it.
They're like sliding
So
off.
this is an epidemic that needs to be taken care of immediately.
I can't think
Everyone
of
is
the
waiting.
last time I paid with cash though. I usually just use a card.
Well,
'Cause I'm
it's
allowed
hard out
to.
here for a pimp. I tried to pay with that card and they're like, decline.
You wanna go next?
Okay, so basically I'm a really polite person. To strangers I'm usually really polite, but when they do something for me, like hold open a door or something like that, and I go thank you, they go okay. I hate that.
hate
That's
that.
so rude.
People
Please
say,
say you're
"Okay."
welcome. That is not acceptable. That needs to change.
Put an end to that.
It's my pet peeve when people think that going is like impressive.
The pulse is out.
The pulse is
Pulse is
out.
out. And so is the giant
2003.
scoop.
And the giant scoop is out.
It's out.
The giant
I know,
scoop.
Christina.
Why do you have to do the Dream Girl hand? That Disney parade float scoop you just did. I can't. Is it
So
me
bad.
again?
I don't know.
I hate when you're walking in a hallway and there's only 2 people and someone tries to act like they don't see. It's like, I know you see me.
That always happens when I like walk on a sidewalk. We're walking by each other and they're like walking their dog and we both like go.
And it always feels so
Like, we
awkward.
don't look-
I always do the like, but they never reciprocate.
But you don't know when to do it because you already know that you're gonna cross them later, so you try to like time it out. So you can wait a little bit until you're like,
Two,
7 and
big
you
smile.
hey.
Social awkwardness.
Sometimes
is
you do it
just
too
awful.
early and y'all like make eye
And then you have
contact.
to, you have to do it again, a reprise, and that's too much. We don't need an overture,
No,
and then
too
a
much
main
eye
act,
contact.
and then a reprise, and then the credits. We don't need all that. I would suggest pretending that you got a text message, or
Yeah,
That's what I usually do.
sometimes I act like there's something wrong, like
generation.
there's a seam ripped.
I don't know if anyone can relate to me on this one, but if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I really, really have a thing for those parody accounts on Twitter. You know what I'm talking about?
I hate those.
It's
so
literally
much.
like Mila Kunis unofficial, and then they say weird things like Wednesdays are the worst days. No, I know, it's so weird. They pick a random celebrity and then they're like, I hate when you go to bed and you are like scared to put your foot out because you think it's gonna get grabbed by monsters.
Why would unofficial Mila Kunis say that?
I don't know.
Why is there unofficial Mila Kunis?
I know, especially
No, I
after
really don't.
Oz.
After us, all of those accounts should have been deleted.
I seriously can't stand when people sit on the same side of the booth Or
That is so tacky.
That is really
I'm
weird.
sorry, I hate to interrupt you, but I hate that. I know.
You will never be that in love.
but mine was a 2-part one. I don't like when people like spoon and walk and they're just like waddling.
And they're stepping on each other's feet and they're walking down. Is that?
Yeah. And they're like waddling down the sidewalk and you're like, how can that be comfortable?
I know.
Why would you do that?
Going like 1 mile an hour.
Okay, I have a good one, and this is for Scott. And let me know if you feel me on this because I'm trying to put an end to this single-handedly, friend by friend. I hate when people send you an address and then they put a whole bunch of emoticons and smiley faces and hey, see you there. And so then you have to figure out a way to delete all this other mess.
I hate that. I just realized I hate
did that to
You
you.
literally just did that.
I've never thought about that.
Yeah, and I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? So then I'm sitting there about to wreck my car trying to figure out how to delete all the smiley faces and emoticons and dancing people.
That's
Stop
so
doing
true.
that.
My bad. I do that. I am guilty of that. I've never thought about that before, but it makes sense because when I receive that, it is hard. And then you try to like go on your.
And then you put it into MapQuest and you have to delete everything.
I don't think that's so much an
Put some
issue
stuff
anymore.
before and behind it, so then I have to scroll past the address and start deleting. And by that point, I'm
then you
pulled over. Oh, by the way, this is also one of my pet peeves. Boom. That's my account. So if you guys want to donate
You
some
should
money,
start a Kickstarter.
Save time to call.
save talk or call.
sure
My
bounce
pet
checks.
peeve is when Chase doesn't bounce those checks that I wrote, and when it lets those bad boys clear, and then people are like killing it, spending money, and I'm like living that ramen noodle thug life.
Probably my biggest pet peeve in the entire world is when you wash your hands in the bathroom and then there's like a hand dryer and it's the weakest hand dryer ever. It's just like. And you're like,
It just feels like an air fart on your hand.
it's like making your hands wetter.
I hate that too. When you feel like you're in a regional production of Beauty and the Beast playing Lumiere because you're holding up your arms for so long.
That was a really
That was such
weird
a
reference.
weird.
I know, but people are gonna find it and they're gonna think it's funny. Is it my turn? This is another thing I hate before we go. When people do long hashtags because I barely made it through public school and it takes me so long to break those things down. So start capitalizing the beginning of those letters. If there's more than 4 words in it, it's not a hashtag.
It's not a hashtag.
That's a sentence. Do not write a Harry Potter novel with a hashtag in front of it.
My last pet peeve, and I think we all agree on this one, is when someone thinks/knows they are talented at singing and they try to subtly show you by singing very quietly around you. They walk by you and they're like, oh no,
What did I do again?
oh no.
But then the worst part is that when you ask them like, oh, do you sing? They're like, oh, did you hear that? Oh. No, I mean, a little bit.
But anyways,
In conclusion,
We hate a lot of things.
tell us what your pet peeves are below. We probably can relate. So every Superfruit episode, we like to do our weekly obsessions. And since we have a guest, we want to know what his weekly obsession is. So you can start.
my weekly obsession is this picture of Clay again.
Oh my god.
The best one we've had.
Oh no.
That's incredible.
When I saw this picture, I
fantastic.
literally fell on the ground laughing for 30 minutes in this Technicolor rainbow coat with sprinkles in the back and a lace front wig on. He's looking over his shoulder and that face is beat.
So my weekly obsession is this little watch, gadget called a Pebble, and Scott got one as well. We're Pebble bunnies.
We're Pebble.
And so basically
has
what
one.
it is, and Potter has one too.
It's invisible though.
So you can sync it up with your iPhone, and you can see your notifications, like your text messages and your phone calls. And super
21st
super
century.
21st century.
It's really progressive. Okay, so my weekly obsession, I just have to give a shout out to the Pentaholics, all the Pentatonics fans, because
That was
so
a
much
great
for
rant.
having me.
anytime.
I'm sad it's over.
I know.
Guys.
I kind of low key want you to be a guest every week.
Will you?
Listen, I'm the biggest attention
Person.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
Oh, they didn't do songs. Oh, that's unfortunate.
We're sitting far apart because we have so what do you think? And his name is... I need to give you an introduction. So we're sitting far apart. Okay, wait. Everyone focus. His biggest fan.
True.
And...
Killing
Okay,
it.
wait. Okay, one more time. Here are some... So we're going to take turns saying which eat... We're going to take turns...
Find it. I can't work like this. This stutter convention that we're at right now.
Oh my god. Oh, pet peeves, man. All right, let's go ahead and get big. So yeah, Todrick Hall seems really nice. He seems like a good dude. He is very funny. He's pretty bad with money, but, you know, that's fine. He was probably waiting for royalty checks to come in or something like that. You know, at least that's... I hope. I hope he's doing fine. The one, though, that... Like, the one pet peeve that really sticks out in my mind, Mitch was talking about how when, like, if he, like, holds the door open for somebody and they just go, like, okay. I have a pet peeve that's incredibly similar to that. Because I also like to hold doors open for strangers. Like, it's just a nice thing to do, you know? Like, if there's somebody walking behind you, hold the door open for them. But I've never actually had somebody say okay when I do it. It's either thanks or something like that or nothing. And it's the nothing that gets me. Like, you hold the door open for somebody and they just straight up walk right past you. It's like, come on, you could have at least given me, like, a nod or something, or like thanks. Like, I don't do it for praise, you know, I just do it because it's a nice thing to do. But at the same time, how hard is it to just say thank you or appreciate it or have a good day? It takes almost negative effort, and I just don't understand how people can do that. Also, one that's kind of similar to that, well, okay, maybe it's more of a dude thing, because I have talked to a lot of people about this in the past. But, like, if I just randomly make eye contact with somebody, like, as I'm walking around or, you know, inside of a store or something like that, you make eye contact, at least I do, and then you nod. You give them, like, a heads up or a heads down or something, just like, hey, you know, I see you, I know we made eye contact, this is my tiny little way of acknowledging that. And then there are the people that see you do that, and you're literally looking each other in the eyes, and they just, like, stare right through you and do nothing. It's like, why? Why would you do that? I know it's little, and I know it's dumb, but this video got me all hot and bothered about inconsiderate people. So yeah, I never understood that. And I will always hold doors open for people. Like, it doesn't matter. Because, yeah, it's just a nice thing to do. I don't get it. Inconsiderate people out there just absolutely blow my mind. But I think I love this video so much because it was literally just Mitch and Scott and Todrick bitching. And it was a lot of fun to watch because I also really like to bitch. It is a favorite pastime of mine. It is a lot of fun. Really, honestly, it's a family pastime. But it's a really good time. So I think I'm going to have to give, you know, part 2 a watch here at some point, because part 1 was a lot of fun. And Todrick and Scott and Mitch, they really do have really good chemistry together. Like, they are just, you can definitely tell that they get along. They're not just doing this for just the sake of doing it. They genuinely had fun. They had smiles on their faces. They were laughing. The Clay Aiken picture was fucking hilarious. I loved that. But yeah, that was a lot of fun to watch. So if you guys want to see me do Pet Peeves Part 2 with Todrick Hall as well, please let me know that down in the comments. Let me know your pet peeves as well. I love reading that stuff. It's a good time. Plus, it's always nice discussions, you know. At least, hopefully, nice. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Happy Superfruit Saturday. And I will see you all in a reaction very soon.